Good morning, everybody. All right, we are April 22nd, and we're at the Vanderbilt, whatever, the Yesterday was a great day. We got here basically just before dark. We were able to make our dinner. We wound up eating in the dark a little bit, and it just is what it is. 15.5 miles, and then of course we spent 2.5 hours at the hostel, but we were charging up equipment, and it is a little bit of a vortex there. I mean, it was all outdoorsy, tiki bar, island music, little Bob Marley playing, so it was really good. And you kind of, when you're there, you don't want to leave, but you know you have to, so you just push yourself to leave anyway. So this is where we stayed last night. You know, nice little shelter. I'm glad we made it here because of the rain. It gives us a time to we didn't have to set up our tents. So our tents are now not wet, they're dry. Out here you could see all the city lights at night. It is so cool out here. Boots Off Hostel was great. You know, we just resupplied there. Pricey resupply, but they do have a lot of what you would need. So not the greatest resupply. I like it. The people there are extremely friendly, really nice, but they're there to make money. So of course you could resupply a lot cheaper, but we were going right past there. We wanted to hit them. We know they had a resupply room, and sure enough, we were able to resupply basically everything we needed. So not a bad deal. Had good there, charging up our devices, listening to the music. We had lunch because they have food there. They got all kinds of stuff. Vandeventer shelter. That's what it is. If you could read that. We're only 32 miles from Damascus, or the Virginia border anyway. We're 32 miles from the Virginia border, not much further to Damascus. So we'll be in Virginia in, the way we're going, maybe 2 days, I'm guessing. Because we plan on doing like 14.5 miles today. So that takes us 2 shelters up. I don't know what, I know we have lots of climbing and bullshit like that we got to do, but it is what it is. So we got to do it. So this was our area, you know, everybody was here. We had Pooh Bear, we had Shorts, we had Old School, and Rocket. We had Rocket here. So it was a full shelter. We were like sardines in there. Shoulder to shoulder.
6-person shelter.
Six. Yeah, well, we lucked out because we got a head count ahead of time before we got here. How many people were on trail? How many people were going to stop at this shelter? And it just so worked out that we were the last, you know, the last 2. We were number 5 and 6. So. Oh my God, guys, you were just here looking at this, and it was so thick and foggy. Look how fast that cleared. Look at the town. There's the lake over there. See how fast that cleared? I was just standing here. It was all fog. Oh my God.
Cool. That's how fast things change in the mountains.
Marina's right there. You can see the town all out there, and the whole hillsides are lit up with even the houses you can't see. Just to think we were out there just a day ago. But here we are. All right, guys. Oh, you like that little, I couldn't believe it cleared up that quick. So we will see you guys in a bit, up trail. We are in Turkey Pen Gap, right here, Cherokee National Forest, the Big Laurel Branch Wilderness. U.S. Forest Service. So that's what this is. Turkey Pen Gap. A lot of climbing there. We still have a lot more climbing to do. So, moving forward. Look at that. Lucked out this morning so far. It's been pretty good. Getting closer to Virginia with every step. Our feet are wet, which we expected. Well, all the blackberries hitting you with their thornies. All thorns. We're going to have no skin left by the time we get to Maine. We got to make it up to this water source up here, which I'm guessing is about 2 miles ahead, roughly. So we can refill our bottles. This new spot that we just discovered, it's on the map here. It's called the Nick Grindstaff Memorial. So, I'm guessing, you know, check this out. Oh, here it is. Uncle Nick Grindstaff, born December 26. Wow, day after Christmas. 1851. He died July 22nd, 1923. Lived alone, suffered alone, and died alone. That's kind of sad, actually, when you when you read that. Oh, that's a shame. It's very sad, but it's nice that there's a memorial for him, you know. He did this. Let's actually read the bottom too after you read the whole thing. Okay. It's kind of sad. Nick Grindstaff. Poor guy. Rock. It's around no other rocks. It's all by itself. Lonely rock needs a companion, and well, he's keeping Nick Grindstaff company over here. He's pointing towards Nick Grindstaff. So, yeah, that's sad. Lived alone, suffered alone, died alone. That's just, to put that on where your resting place is, it's kind of sad when you see it. But man, I don't know, maybe he just lived the life he wanted to live. That's, you know, there's a lot of people that live that kind of life. All right, guys. Wanted to show you that little memorial there, the Grindstaff Memorial. It was kind of neat because it's up here in the mountains with nothing. There's no roads.
I just carry a...
Came out here. We got Trail Magic right here. Trail Magic. We never caught your name. What was your name?
I just tell everybody my name's Joe, but I just tell everybody I'm just Joe. So that's
just Joe.
So that's what a couple of people call me this morning.
Nice.
So that's your trail name, Just Joe.
Just Joe. That's your trail name. Thank you, Just Joe.
You're welcome.
What is this? Are we in the Grayson Highlands? I don't think so. But that was Trail Magic from Just Joe back there. That was fantastic. We had Bojangles biscuits, sausage biscuits, regular biscuits. We had moon pies. There was candies. There were power bars. There were sodas, drinks, all kinds of cool stuff. Just Joe. Right at where the trail comes out on 91. Right at that parking lot there. We thank you, Just Joe. That was fantastic. Great Trail Magic. Great stories. So that headstone that we passed up on the mountain there, that was actually Joe's great-great-great-grandfather. I want to think if that's right, 3 greats. And that was a family member of his. How amazing. So, he's going to be at Trail Days, guys. And He's going to try and collect $1 from everyone at Trail Days, anyone that wants to donate, and do a historic plaque at that memorial site that we were at just earlier. So anyone at Trail Days, that would be a great thing. It's actually pretty amazing to do a little historical plaque for his family. We were just talking about that today, so how amazing. The trail will provide, guys. It always does. We were getting tired. We were like, you know what? We're getting ready to hit this road as we're coming out of the trail. And we said, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to take our packs off, do a pack break. So, and sure enough, there was just Joe with his trail magic. Look at this. We are surrounded with mountains around us. And look at the sun on that mountain over there. That's where we were at one time, a while back ago. Watch out for the cow dung. Look at that. That could be a chicken coop at one time, because it's vented like a chicken coop. Looks like one. We have this cool barn here. Look at this thing. I have to do a little picture. How could you not love this little symbol here? Check this out. Woo! Come from those mountains. Oh, look at the sun shining on that valley back there. How nice. And we continue the AT in this direction. All right, guys. See you in a bit. Whoa, good evening, everybody. God. What a great day today. Oh my God. We had trail magic late in the day, which was awesome. And I had 2 of those Bojangles biscuits. 2 biscuits. I had 2 moon pies, 2 sodas, and a Snickers bar. And I was so hopped up, I literally, I don't even think my feet touched the trail. I was already at this shelter. Like, I flew to this shelter. I don't even know. I was like pouring sweat. I was just like, crazy. We get out here. We're pretty full tonight. Check this out. So we're at Double Spring Shelter. Oh, just to let you guys know, the shelter we stayed at last night, that Vandeventer shelter, that was the shelter where the murders happened in 1974. That was the murder shelter. I told you this earlier, that that memorial that was up on the hill, that's his great, it's 4 great uncles, you know, and his great grandfather helped build that brick statue. So let's go over here. All right. We got the regular team is here. Everyone from last night. We got a couple new people. Zelda's up on the hill there. So we haven't seen Zelda since the Smokies, the Davenport shelter.
A long time ago.
Yep. And then we have Goodwill here. And Goodwill brought everyone freaking Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Look at this thing. Like, talk about Goodwill. So Goodwill brought everyone the PBRs. Can't beat that. Liquid bread in a can right there. So, yeah, calories are good. We like calories. So we thank him for that. The reason he brought all these, because we were like, who the hell would carry these things through the woods to get to this shelter? But he aquablazed today.
I sure did.
So, how was the aquablazing?
It was fantastic. The water was glassy. It didn't rain till the very end.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wonderful.
I kind of want to, the price is what kept me away from aquablazing. I don't want to pay that price. I mean, $100 after Christ, after 4 or 5 rentals, the canoes are paid for.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're just money hungry sons of bitches. That's all I got to say. I mean, I don't want to get too far into it, but that's me. I remember when, we were just renting canoes for like $18, and trust me, that paid for canoes. They lasted. But either way, it is what it is. We had a great day today. We have 14.5 miles. Well, with the extra walking, we probably did over 15 miles, but it's 14.5 miles to this shelter from that last shelter. That was good. Let's see if they even know what they're doing over here. Ah, there they go. Look at them.
I'm glad that you just now started filming.
Yeah. What happened before? What happened? I know what you did, but damn. I like it. Good work. See that? Pooh Bear in shorts. She made shorts get it all like tangled up there, and then Pooh Bear comes to like tie it off and hang it. So yeah.
Give us a ride to Uncle Johnny's so I can like get a tent.
We had Zelda out here. You weren't out here earlier, Zelda, when we were filming, so.
Hi.
I'm that creepy guy with the camera. Oh, hold on. I was like,
I'm kidding. REI is great.
yeah, right. Not if they screw you over.
Fuck, man. Sorry.
So pretty much the same crew. Good mileage today. Tomorrow we're going to hit the last shelter before Damascus. Purposely, we could go to Damascus tomorrow, but we're not going to. We're just going to hit that last shelter and hit Damascus on Thursday.